Diddy Combs investigation. New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week. Our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Kotursky, is at the scene.
A lawsuit filed against Sean Diddy Combs accuses the music performer and executive of rape, physical abuse, and sex trafficking. The singer CASSIE says the incidents occurred throughout her 10-year relationship with Combs. Her suit was filed under a law.
That's a rather forlorn Diddy walking near his pool, possibly thinking about the massive lawsuit his ex CASSIE filed that contained serious accusations. Though he can probably stop thinking about it because
it's all over. Just like that. So Diddy and Cassie's big legal showdown after her allegations that she leveled in this federal lawsuit.
She is making all these allegations. Rape, human trafficking.
Horrible allegations.
Yes, but Diddy's lawyers allege the lawsuit is just the result of Diddy refusing to pay Cassie the $30 million she initially demanded. Regardless, it's all wrapped up pretty amazingly quick.
She filed it on Thursday, and just over 24 hours later, they settled.
Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions raided by SWAT teams. His sons, Justin and King, in handcuffs in their own yard. Homeland Security tells ET the bi-coastal operation is part of an ongoing investigation.
More money, more problems.
We don't know if the embattled music mogul was home during either raid.
Disturbing new video appears to support some of the accusations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
We want to warn you that this video you're about to see is extremely graphic. The surveillance footage that was captured inside of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 allegedly shows
cover of the 26-page complaint is 1:24-CV-07-201. In her lawsuit, Thalia, through her attorneys, sues Sean Diddy Combs, also known as the defendant, and another individual and other entities. The complaint alleges in part in the first cause of action that defendant Combs and another defendant committed a, quote, violation of New York City Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act by viciously and violently forcing sexual contact, oral sex, and sexual.
We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases. I believe that this one may surpass them all. There are many facets to this. The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years. There are many people and many entities involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices. We will expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates. These brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less. The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. We now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs.
Yo, what's up, people? We is back. Another day on Keep It G News. And there y'all, we is in federal court, MDC to be exact, to talk about Diddy. And y'all know on this channel we have covered almost everything concerning Diddy. We done read all the lawsuits that been made public. And for the people that follow my channel, y'all know I reserve my right. You understand? Because I don't like it. I think a lot of these lawsuits are frivolous. I think a lot of these lawsuits are made up. Some of these lawsuits, y'all, even sound like it can be written out in a movie. For real. I'm talking about with all the theatrics. You understand what I'm saying? So, if you want to understand the Diddy case and you haven't got all the information, check out some of my live videos. I did videos on every lawsuit that came out from Tony Bisbee, Gloria Elrad, and others. And what I gathered, like I said, is a lot of it's fugazi. I think the federal government, and I've said this from the beginning, I think they're playing a dirty game with Diddy. And we just read a bail proposal that Diddy lawyer wrote up. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. And some of the details that got released in that letter was shocking, because it had me questioning, even at that time, how did the feds get all this information? But new documents got released today in response to the prosecutors and their denial, or their motion to get the judge to deny Diddy's third bail hearing. And it lays out exactly how the prosecution got some of this information. Defense counsel has recently learned that the prosecutors are in possession of attorney-client privilege material, including the defendant's own written notes. This search and seizure are in violation of Mr. Combs' 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment rights. Moreover, the targeted seizure of a pretrial detainee's work product and privileged material created in preparation for trial is outrageous government conduct, amounting to a substantial due process violation. Because the prosecutors are currently in possession of privileged material and are actively using this material to detain the defendant, the defense requests an immediate evidentiary hearing. This is an emergent matter because the government has Mr. Combs' privileged notes to his lawyers concerning defense witnesses and defense strategies. The government opposition to defendant's bail motion states that the trial prosecutors are currently in possession of, such as the notes recovered from defendant's cell. In fact, the government is in possession of written material that is absolutely privileged. This is a matter of grave concern that most respectfully must be addressed immediately for the following reasons. First, there is no dispute that the government is in possession of privileged material. Second, until receiving the government's submission at 11:29 p.m. on Friday, November 15, 2024, the defense had never been told that Mr. Combs' notes were taken from his cell, that these notes were given to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and these notes were then given to trial prosecutors in this case, who then used this material in a filing to keep Mr. Combs detained. We request an immediate hearing at which the government shall provide answers to the following questions. First, who authorized the search of Mr. Combs' sleeping area, personal effects, and paperwork? Second, who determined what paperwork to take? Third, who decided to give this paperwork to the United States Attorney's Office? Fourth, who decided to give this paperwork to trial prosecutors? Fifth, who made the decision to not tell Mr. Combs' counsel that the United States Attorney was in possession of his notes, including possible privileged material, until after the government put them in a filing to keep him incarcerated? Sixth, exactly what material was taken. Because the U.S. Attorney and it seems the trial prosecutors are currently in possession of privileged material, we request a full evidentiary hearing as soon as the court can accommodate us. So one of the things that I highlighted when I read the documents from November 15th was, how is the feds going to get upset that Diddy is trying to defend himself when they are playing dirty? Y'all, they've been playing dirty the whole time. And if you go back to that live, I talked about how the feds are using this video that allegedly got leaked. That Diddy lawyer is still trying to find out how it got leaked. They are accusing Homeland Security. Y'all know on this channel, I told y'all Homeland Security, somebody leaked the video. We didn't have any idea, or we didn't see any videos pertaining to Diddy, sexual or graphic like the CASSIE video, that was leaked until the federal raids. So what did that tell you? Diddy don't have the tapes no more. The feds got the tapes. Homeland Security got the tapes. Then you got a leak that come through out of nowhere. And in those documents, it sound like at that time, this is what we said, that the feds are using this tape against Diddy and Cassie. You know, the Diddy and Cassie tape. The feds are using this tape to detain Diddy. Whenever there's any question, any doubt, they go back to this tape. But in that article I just read, it ain't about the tape. I think that article is basically about victim 2. You know, and victim 2 was a woman that was close to Diddy that ended up putting out a statement on behalf of Diddy. We did all of it on this live. And I always question, where did they get this information from? I never knew that if your cell got raided. This is news to me. you know, because they do these practices often. Your cell gets raided. They take privileged material, and then they gave it to the prosecution. This is what the defense team of Diddy is saying. Matter of fact, they're not alleging it. They're saying it is fact. And the facts came out in the documents that was read, that I covered on November 15th. It's illegal. Because how is Diddy going to produce an adequate defense when the prosecution got his defense? They know every angle that Diddy is going to go. So my question next would be, what is the judge going to do? Is this legal practices or is this unethical? Because if this not legal practices, y'all, this could be a major grounds for dismissal. Because at the end of the day, the feds has been playing dirty the whole time. And all Diddy was trying to do was fight fire with fire. But it looked like the feds is trying to tie Diddy hands behind his back. And they want to be the only ones that swing. And he just got to take the punishment. And that's not fair. That's not right. That's not how this justice system is supposed to work. Because in them documents from the 15th, they talked about Diddy trying to tank the jury pool. I believe, and I've said on numerous times, that the prosecutor's been trying to tank the jury pool all along. With these lawsuits, I think it's all connected. You know, why would Tony Busby say he got 120 lawsuits waiting to file on Diddy, and today, I don't think he even filed 20% of those. Tony Busby maybe only filed 10 lawsuits. But by him announcing that it was 120, that's going to stick to people. You know, and the juries more than likely are going to see this. They know this information. So they're coming into the trial with already a guilty verdict in mind because of the malicious prosecution that's happening on the internet through social media. But I want to know how y'all feel about this in the comments. Like I said, I think this is groundbreaking. I think that the judge is going to have to do something about this because, I mean, you know, what they going to do? Because if they don't, Diddy and his defense team is going to be fighting at a serious disadvantage. But I don't want to hear from y'all, though, man. Do y'all think this is as important as I do? Or is this par for the course? The judge going to look at it, deny the motion, and keep going on with the trial? Let me know in the comments, man. It's another day of Keep It G News.
Nigga can't do what I do, y'all niggas can't copy me. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep the shit G. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep shit G.